What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing great. It's been a while since I've seen you, but we are here for a big day. It is the Royal Rumble. Everything is back, so here we are as usual for my Royal Rumble predictions, and we're going to start here at the beginning with the Raw Women's Championship match. We have Becky Lynch defending against Doudrop. Now, this one to me is pretty simple. I got Becky Lynch retaining. There's no way that I see Doudrop winning this, and we'll go a little bit more into why I think that Becky Lynch is retaining once we get to the Women's Royal Rumble, because there may be a surprise entrant who may win it, and we may revisit a little rivalry there. So this one, pretty plain and simple here. I'm going with Becky Lynch. There's no way the Doudrop's winning. There's no way. There's no way. Next, moving on, Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maryse. Now, I haven't really been paying attention to Raw. I haven't watched it in quite a while, but I do like the dynamic that they have going here with Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maryse. I think it's a fun little thing to do for Edge, fun little thing to do with The Miz, and hopefully, you know, they give Edge something better to do here after this. Heading into WrestleMania, there's still a lot of dream matches that people will love to see Edge do, so I hope that this is the end of the feud for Edge and The Miz. And this one I think is also pretty straightforward. I gotta go with Edge and Beth Phoenix. You know, I think that's pretty straightforward on this one. I don't see why The Miz and Maryse would necessarily win this. It just makes so much more sense for Edge to win, especially with Beth Phoenix coming back and teaming up with them. But overall, I think this should be a pretty entertaining match. So now we have two World Championship matches, and this is where things get a little bit interesting because I've heard rumblings of certain things, and they kind of make sense, but at the same time I feel like it's not the best route to go down. So we have two problems here that we need to work out. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. This is a match that's been in the making for a very long time. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley is a dream match, so I want to get that out of the way. I want to make sure that that is clear. Now, we have a rumor here, and I can't remember where this came from. Perhaps it was Dave Meltzer, but don't quote me on that. I don't want to put words in anyone's mouth. So, the rumor is that Roman Reigns will be losing the Universal Championship, and the world titles will be switching brands. So the Universal Championship will go back to Raw, and the WWE Championship will go to SmackDown. So now we have ourselves a problem. Okay? So you have two options. Does Brock Lesnar lose to Bobby Lashley? Or does Roman Reigns lose to Seth Rollins? I think the answer to this problem is that Roman Reigns loses to Seth Rollins, and I see how they can make it all work. This one is probably my least favorite option, but I feel like it's the more WWE route to go, and I will tell you why. WWE wants to protect Brock Lesnar at all costs, right? Brock Lesnar is the one that ended the Undertaker streak. He's very protective. They always want to put him on top. So if you think about it in that sense, are they going to want to have Bobby Lashley beat Brock Lesnar in a dream match? It's been in the works for so long. To me, I don't think so. I don't think so. So for me, I have Brock Lesnar defeating Bobby Lashley to retain the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. This leads us to the Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins. The Usos are barred from ringside. And I think this is why I'm going to continue to go and play into this role. The Usos are barred from ringside for a reason. And I think that is because either Brock Lesnar or Paul Heyman are going to come out and they're going to screw Roman Reigns out of the Universal Championship. That's what I think. And that is how you easily set up Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar main event of WrestleMania, night 1, night 2, whatever it is, for the WWE Championship. There you go. Roman wins at WrestleMania, becomes the WWE Champion, and takes it to SmackDown, just like the rumors are talking about. Seth Rollins takes that Universal Championship over to Raw, and this kind of makes a little bit of sense as well, considering that another rumor is that before Brock Lesnar was added to the WWE Championship match at day 1, the rumor is that Seth Rollins was actually supposed to beat Big E in that. So Big E wasn't supposed to retain whatsoever, no matter what. So it was supposed to be Seth Rollins. So I kind of see this as them righting their wrongs, if you will, and kind of getting back on track to what they had planned. So that's what I'm going with. In short, Brock Lesnar defeats Bobby Lashley to retain the WWE Championship. Seth Rollins defeats Roman Reigns to become the Universal Champion with a hokey finish because Brock, Paul Heyman, whoever it is, comes out and causes some commotions, and Seth gets the win there. That's what I'm going with. That is what I'm going with. Ideally, I would like to see Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns both retain their championships. I'd like to see Brock Lesnar go into the Royal Rumble, win the Royal Rumble, and then challenge Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Then we have a title versus title for WrestleMania. That's a huge main event. Roman wins. He gets both titles. You put Roman on Raw. You put Roman on SmackDown. Do not combine the championships. Keep them separate. Have Roman on both brands. Have Roman defending both titles. It's a way to keep him fresh, and it's a way to keep him holding that championship until we get The Rock versus Roman Reigns at next year's WrestleMania. That's my booking right there. That's what I would do. I know some people don't agree with that, but I think that would be interesting. And then you could also lead into merging the tag team divisions, which a lot of people think that they should do anyways as well. Give the Usos the Raw Tag Team Championships. Have the bloodline go between both brands. They're the best part of the shows anyways, so you might as well just feature them. And I mean, we're well beyond caring about the brand split, right? And the wild card rule and the brand to brand invitation. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point. So just do whatever you want. Make both of the shows really watchable. Put the bloodline of both of them. Stack them with all the championships. I think that is more interesting than anything else that's going on right now. So that's my world title scene. But now let's get to these Royal Rumble matches. Let's start off with the Women's Royal Rumble. Now these ones they're very hard. These are very difficult to try to figure out who is going to win them. So for me personally, I would love to see Bianca Belair go back-to-back wins for the Women's Royal Rumble. I think that'd be great. She kind of got screwed in her match with Becky, and I don't ever feel like she's gotten her win back or overcome that defeat that she's had. I feel like she's really been dropped down a peg after that. So having her win that again, I think would be really great. And then you could have Becky and Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. That'd be a fantastic match. But, fan favorite also, Liv Morgan. I think Liv Morgan would be another fantastic choice. The fans are super behind Liv Morgan. They've been behind Liv Morgan for a very long time, but for some reason, I don't know why, but the company just does not see it that way, and they just will not go that extra mile to put Liv up there and give her the strap, even though I think it would be great. At least give her a shot. At least try. So, now we're going to revisit the Raw Women's Championship match on Becky Lynch retaining. There are rumors that WWE is trying to get Ronda Rousey back. They want her to be at the Royal Rumble, whether it's participating or in the match itself or just being there. We don't know yet. Nothing is confirmed. Just a rumor. If Ronda Rousey is showing up, if Ronda Rousey is going to be in the Women's Royal Rumble, that's a wrap, right? That's got to be a wrap. Ronda Rousey wins the Royal Rumble, and there you have Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey, main event of night 1 or night 2 of WrestleMania for the Raw Women's Championship. It's where they were going originally before Charlotte got added in there, and now they can revisit the singles match. So I think that's a possibility as well. And I know, it's kind of hard to pick one person for the Royal Rumble. So we kind of got Bianca Belair, we got Liv Morgan, we got Ronda Rousey. Some returns that I would like to see that are rumored to return as well is Paige. I'd like to see Alexa Bliss in there. I would really like to see Asuka come back as well. I've heard rumblings about Kairi Sane. That would be cool as well. I really miss Kairi Sane and Asuka in WWE. They're fantastic. Paige as well is a huge one. You know, she's reportedly been cleared to wrestle and stuff like that. So it'd be really cool to see her come back and at least just make a start in the Royal Rumble as well. So, okay, time to move on to the men's Royal Rumble. And this one is, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Before going into SmackDown last night, my pick was Big E. I thought it'd be great for Big E. He lost the championship. Have him win his championship back, or the Universal Championship, whatever, the opposite one. I don't care what it is. Have him win that match, win his championship back, the world title, in a big WrestleMania match. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Great. Well, they just randomly put Big E back on SmackDown and paired him right back up with Kofi Kingston. So it looks like he's just stuck back in the tag division. Now, I hope that's not the case, because Big E's a very talented guy, and it's really a shame how badly booked his WWE Championship reign was. And I think they could have done better. Big E is a star, man. He's great. He's big. He's fun. He has everything that you need in a champion. So I would love to see him win the Royal Rumble. I think that would be very big. AJ Styles is another one. I would really like to see AJ Styles. You know, he's kind of lost there, being paired up with Omos for so long. I think it'd be great to put AJ Styles back in that main event scene. And, you know, him feuding with Seth Rollins. I mean, what you would either have Seth Rollins or Bobby Lashley, right? I can't argue with either one of those. Those would be great feuds. I've heard a couple people talk about Randy Orton. I wouldn't mind that, but really, I think Big E and AJ Styles is what I'm going with. I think those are my two picks. Surprise entrance. I've heard Kurt Angle is in town. I've heard that Shane McMahon is in town. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Veer finally show up. I mean, I feel like if there's any way to bring this man to TV, you might as well just have it be in the Royal Rumble, right? Like, let's just get it over with. Let's just bring this man to TV, and let's stop doing this coming soon joke, because we're past that. All right. I can tell you who I hope it's not, and I hope it's not Omos. I hope he does not win the Royal Rumble. You know, people think Brock Lesnar is going to enter as well. So some people think that Bobby Lashley is going to win and then Brock's going to enter, which I guess it wouldn't be the craziest thing that has happened. Brock has randomly entered matches before and has won them and gotten championship opportunities. They did that on Money in the Bank, you know, and all that stuff. So for me, I'm just going to leave it down to two, though. I got Big E and I got AJ Styles. Finn Balor would be a good one as well, but with reports of, I think it's from Dave Meltzer as well, saying that Vince doesn't see Finn Balor as a main eventer. He just kind of sees him in the mid card. I don't think that is really going to happen these days, unfortunately. So let's go through this again here really quick. We got WWE Championship match. I got Brock Lesnar retaining his WWE Championship. We have Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. I got Seth Rollins winning via hokey finish, thanks to Brock Lesnar or Paul Heyman. We have Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maryse. I got Edge and Beth Phoenix. Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch defends against Doudrop. I got Becky Lynch. The 30-men Royal Rumble match. I got AJ Styles or Big E. The 30-women Royal Rumble match. I got Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, or Ronda Rousey. Those are my picks, and I would love to hear yours. So it's been a while since we've done this, so please make sure to leave your predictions down in the comments below, whether it be winners of match, losers of matches, debuts, returns, legends that are going to show up in the Royal Rumble matches. The Forbidden Door. We got Mickie James showing up. Do you think someone else is going to show up? Bad Bunny, I've heard, might be there. The Undertaker's in town. Do you think Moose is going to show up? Do you think John Moxley is going to show up? Do you think Y2J Chris Jericho is going to show up? I doubt it, but let me know what you think down in the comments. I would love to hear them. And of course, as always, I'm going to go through all of them and reply to all of them. And then make sure you're here for the Royal Rumble watch along. We're not doing it for the pre-show or the kickoff. It'll be for the main show only, but I will be here on this channel doing a watch along. We'll be able to hang out, react with each other, talk about the show as it happens. I find them to be a lot of fun. So maybe it's your first time, so I would love to have you and hang out and chat with you. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I will see you for the Royal Rumble show. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you then. Peace.